see like the fun stuff, right? Not the problems, but the fun stuff.
Okay, so let me tell you what's kind of going on here. I've been sitting here wondering why the system's not functioning, if you will. Like it's functioning, but it's like stalling. So I think what I'm having a root problem like before. Alright, well, I got a little bit of a problem here. My two grow beds aren't exactly draining equally. But as you can see, I actually got the water level almost right up to the rim there before. Alright, well, doing some heavy excavation here. Had to remove all the plants in the bed. What I noticed when I pulled off that cap is it had some, like, it was resisting. There's a whole lot of root issues going on there. So I think the plan that I want to do is I want to move this. If I got to move out all these rocks and stuff and pretty much take the plant right out of the container, I'm going to move this probably more like center but back. I'm going to try to salvage this if I can, but that's a pretty lengthy, it's like all over the place, right? So I'll do my best. Alright, so I haven't even pulled out a bucket yet. Just kind of wanted to show off some of the roots here. They're definitely fine mesh going all over the place. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to make a mess out of this guy's root system. So this is probably not good for the plant. One more. Oh yeah, I can feel the roots underneath. There's like a lot of them. Like a lot of them. I haven't seen any earthworms in here. Remember when I put in all those earthworms? Well, I haven't seen a single one, so I know you can't see this, but I can feel a lot of roots right deep down. Like there's a whole base of them. Oh, look how thick that root is coming off this system. Look at that. See, it starts in here. Yeah, it's like this root is going right through the base of this. Look at the size of this stalk here. Like it's a good inch thick. Alright, yeah, more big roots on this side. But this plant, I mean, it's looking the healthiest it's ever been, and it's growing really fast, and I like it. This, on the other hand, it's like it's an animal. Oh man, look at this. Like, look at it from this end. Look at this. Okay, let me get a bucket. Look at this thing. I know the lighting, handling, but it's a beast. It's a beast. Look at this mat of roots. This is... Oh, look at that. Okay. It is completely... Okay, I just stuck my finger in the hole. I don't feel any rocks that went in there, but that's what I gotta be wary of. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, so as long as I don't pull that one out, that should prevent rocks from going in there. Last time when I had to deal with this, with the, whatever that plant was, broccoli or something, I definitely felt a whole lot of roots in the hole. Here, this was a pretty clean hole. Or at least, like this is what you're seeing is the worst of it. So maybe this is what I think was probably in the hole. But this whole mat was enough to restrict the water to prevent it from, draining fast enough. So the hole wasn't really plugged, even though it was plugged. It's plugged in a different way than it was before. I don't think I was recording that last one. Sorry. Basically, in a nutshell, this was in here. If I missed it, this was in here. I pulled this one out, and of course, there's this like nice even mat. And then I pulled this out, and this is what we got. And I was just saying, like, this isn't ideal for a house system, right? Like this is a good thing, because in a better engineered system, this is just a healthy plant growing like a weed, like I've been saying for years. And I like to document everything. This is my first little spill, and I'm not too worried about it, because underneath all this, I have this carpeting, which has got a rubber lining. And this is dry right here. Ooh, this is dry right here. So, a little spill, but something I try to minimize. I want to drain the top buckets by flipping this. So this is going to mean I'm going to pull out more water out of the system. This is awesome. This is not a bad thing to be looking at. I know some people go like, well, it's dirty, right? Well, this is food. This is aquaponics. So I have it set up so it has to at least snake around a little bit, but I'm pretty sure the roots don't care. I'm going to try my best to remove as much as I can. However, depreciating returns on my time, plus, so I'm probably going to have to just leave that in the system, let it rot, do water changes over the next couple of months, kind of do it that way. Alright, here we go. So this is where it looks all good, So I think the goal is I'm going to let it cycle like this. I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to get another plant for this system, and depending on time, I'm probably going to go get the plants for this. Alright, been running around and just kind of quickly grabbing this, that, and whatever else. So I got another plant I'm just going to throw in here, and I'm going to learn about it later, what it does. I went to the store and I got a basil plant. The idea behind this is I'm going to cut them wherever and stick them into the system. I also got this tube, and this tube is a piece that's going to go on back here. The idea being, as before, it was, if I was watching it, it works, I trust it, but I wanted something a little more trustworthy. Alright, so I got them in there. I got basically one there, and then I'm going to leave this one here for, well, to be like a mother plant or something. So that way I still have something to work with if I need to. And I'll just leave it in here so I have some good light, and I'll just make sure I'll remember to water that thing. Alright, well, I'm going to have another go at planting some seeds into the system. On the left there, we got the green onion. So far, I'd say I have not a very successful history of that. However, I believe that the root structure, again, makes it very, very nice for what I want to do with it. And the romaine lettuce on the right there did grow. However, I think I over pruned it and lost the plant. So I figure I should probably give that another go. Alright, this is the configuration I'm going to try to go with the green onions. I figure, yeah. Just what I figure. Whether it's right or wrong, we'll find out in due time. And again, right or wrong, this is where I'm going to try planting the romaine. And if all is successful with this, then might actually have a bit of a salad. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just bury it, see what happens.